Today we're going to be talking about how I'm going to be protecting my home with a smart home. My name is Steve, this is TQA Weekly, and I'm going to be talking about my smart home project, which is supposed to help me make the house more interactive and safer. Smart homes and smart security are more accessible, so for those who thought it was expensive, I won't talk about the specific devices today, but I will in the future, and they really aren't all that expensive. So if you're playing with the notion of smart devices and smart security, continue watching my episodes because I will get to it eventually, so don't forget to subscribe. The first detail I needed to actually analyze, it's just something that you should analyze for yourself, was the actual interface. I needed an interface to connect with the home. In my case, I decided to go with the option from Amazon, basically because there's an option to connect with my Razer hardware, and because it is a fairly big company, I'm more likely to be able to maintain service longer with them than any other service. So that was the first thing I had to handle. The second detail was my intent. I don't like smart fridges and smart stoves and things like that, but give me smart plugs and smart lights and options to make my TV smarter without it actually having to be a smart TV, and I will be very happy. So the entirety of my entire project was focused on entertainment, focused on lighting, and of course, surveillance. So that is what I invested my time and money into. Cameras, lighting, and devices for multimedia. And this meant that I was able to turn various items on and off, turn lights on and off in any way that I want, and do basically whatever I want with the home at the same time. And the third option that I think we had to keep in mind was the ability to have a remote sensor, a way to know what is going on in my home. Not just make sure my devices are working, because I'm kind of curious to make sure everything is working as it's supposed to, but also make sure my home is still there and still pristine condition, or the condition that I left it in, which meant that I needed to have the cameras and lightings all connected together in one way or another. And I decided to do this by getting cameras that are not just watching, but detecting motion. And these sensors are connected to me via geolocation. So this is going to be some of these interesting topics about how you can get your smart home to interact with each particular person depending on the devices within the network and how close they are to a home. Because of this, this meant that I was able to start setting up a personal home security system using my phone as part of the interface to the entire thing. Not just voice command and timing, but my phone. So the smart home is smart enough to know when I'm home and when I'm not home, turn on the security cameras whenever I need them to turn on, and of course, my ultimate goal with all of this, being able to light up everything, whether I'm home or not, set on timers or not, whatever I needed, based on my own location, and of course, being able to do something very specific. My goal is to one day be able to leave my home, and if somebody were to walk in, have the entire thing light up, like one of those space television shows where the red alert goes on, having the alarms go off, with danger being screamed, and a flashing LED light strip around the entire apartment just to freak the other bejesus out of the person or impress anybody who is actually interested in that kind of thing. So I am trying to protect my home by making my home more interactive with myself and allowing me to see what's going on whenever I need to, but also to allow it to alert me and others that there is in fact an intruder detected. And there are other features that are also amazing, such as being able to detect if there's smoke or carbon monoxide at the same time, which is pretty useful, because if there's a carbon monoxide leak anywhere near my place or the smoke detector goes off, at least I will know about it before I get home, which is actually probably a lot better for us mentally so that we are more prepared when we get there. So that's my project. I'm trying to protect my home, and eventually, if everything goes well, the cameras have motion tracking, and when they go off, the lights will flash. And I hope you like that idea for a project. So like this episode if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, share with those who think can benefit from this, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions for topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com, or go to my website, tqaweekly.com, where you can see show notes on this episode, past others, find other ways of subscribing, and of course use the contact form to email me directly. And of course, if you want to see me play video games, head over to twitch.tv/zaxis1981, where I am currently playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Thank you for watching, and good day.